Hello, so how is all doing? So back again with another video, this time with a match preview for our game on Monday night against West Brom. Also a little bit later in the video I've got some news about the away fans for next season, so stay tuned to watch that at the end of the video. But as you can see, as it's coming up to Christmas, I just thought I'd done my Christmas hat, getting into the festive spirit. So on to West Brom then. So let's have a look at them and see what they're all about. So they're managed by Carlos Corbejan. You might remember him from Huddersfield. He did really well with them a few years ago. I think he's been across at Olympiacos. But then when Steve Bruce was sacked in October, he took over and he's done really well. Actually, he's played 4 games, he's won 3, drew none, he's lost 1. So he's took 9 points out of a possible 12. They have won the last 3 games as well, so they're on a bit of a roll. And I think I remember when he was Huddersfield boss, I think that they played some kind of attractive football. Like I think they were good to watch. So it's going to be an interesting game tomorrow. But overall against them, so let's have a look at our record against them. We've actually played them a whopping 156 times. We've won 57, we've drew 44 and lost 55. So not too bad a record against them really. At home, we've played them 76 times, we've won 39, drew 25, and we've only lost 12. So we've actually got a good record against them at home. The last time we played them was in our relegation season. We drew 1 each. It was a really bad start of the season, as it was. Like I say, we drew 1 each. They scored first. I think Nasser Chadley scored, and I think we scored in the last 10 minutes. I think Patrick Van Arnold got the equaliser. But as we know what happened that season, we got relegated and we know what happened from there, downward spiral. But a little bit of trivia, there was 3 ex-Sunderland players in that West Brom squad that day. Can you name who they were? Stick them in the comments below. Just a little bit of fun, a little bit of a quiz for you. So I remember watching them, at the start of the season when Steve Bruce was in charge, and they were awful. They were absolutely awful. I think Steve Bruce has had his day as a manager. He's kind of stuck in the past, and in his football is not the best. So they've gone for a complete change, and it's working for them. But as we know, it's Tony Mowbray's old club as well. So he's, I think he was there in 2007 or something, 2008. So he's, he knows what the club's like, he knows how it's run. And I think he listening to his press conference, I think he said he'd been to Wembley twice with them as well, so he's got good memories of them. But let's hope he can stick one across them tomorrow night. Injury wise for us, from what he was saying in his press conference, that Pritchard hasn't trained all week, Luke O'Nien's not trained all week, but he expects him to be fit. The big news is Rosco's back. He's going to be on the bench, so I think you'd probably get the last 20 minutes, half an hour run out. It'd be fantastic for to see him back. He's missed 14 games. It doesn't seem that long, but he's missed 14 games, and to be fair to us, I think we're still around about 11th or 12th without him and Ellis Sims as well. It is a massive achievement for us. I think we've done really well to just still keep on picking up points. He was also saying Michu he's been training today, but he's back in full training next week. Dan Ballard is travelling with the under-21s tomorrow. He's going to go run out with Reading. So after the game tomorrow, he's expecting to be just about a fully fit squad, which is an absolutely massive boost going into Christmas. We know the games come thick and fast over the festive period, so to get a full strength squad back is massive, absolutely massive. Team selection wise, I think from what he was saying, if everybody is fit and available, I think it'll be an unchanged team to the one that beat Millwall. I think we'll have Patterson in goal, we'll have Gooch, Bat, O'Neill and Elise at the back. We'll have Dan Neil and Corey Evans in the middle with Pritchard, Clark, Diallo and Sims. You know, it was a cracking win against Millwall. You know, they were 6 unbeaten when they came up, and we, after a pretty poor first half, second half we got the goal, and then we trounced them really. Once we got that first goal, there was only one team going to win. So prediction wise for tomorrow, I think it's going to be a tough game tomorrow. Like I say, they're on a roll, but so are we. Now we had a cracking result last time, so I'm going to go for a win tomorrow, and I'm going to go for a 2-1. And how nice would it be to see Rosco come off the bench and get the winner? If we can, or if you can. For them, I think they have got a couple of injury worries. There's a couple of players who have been playing through the pain barrier, but Carlos Cobran was playing his cards close to his chest. He wasn't going to name them, just said he would leave till the day. So we'll just have to wait and see what their team's going to be. But I think, you know, like I say, I'm expecting them to come here and play some good football, try and get on the ball. Like I say, they are unbeaten 3, and one of them wasn't away win it at QPR. I mean, their away record this season isn't the best. They've played 9, won 2, drew 4 and lost 3. And they've scored 10 and conceded 10. They've got 10 points. So they sit currently 22nd in the league. The third off bottom, I think they are. But I think they're only 7 points behind us, so it just shows how tight this league is. So now, so we'll kind of just be resting on our laurels type of thing. We've got to still keep on trying to pick these points up going into Christmas. So goal scoring wise for them, Tony Mowbray actually said in his press conference that John Swift, he thought was one of the best attacking midfield players in the league last season, and he's their joint top goal scorer with 3. And another player they've got, a lad called Jed Wallace. Tony Mowbray said he actually tried to sign him. Well impressed with him, so he knows all about him. We've had him scouted and all sorts over the last couple of years. So 2 players to watch there. And I think when I was watching, like I say, I'd watched them at the start of the season when Steve Bruce was in charge, and John Swift was kind of one of their best players. Like he kind of stands out, so he'll be a danger man tomorrow. But like I say, I'm going for a 2-1 win. It's going to be freezing there tomorrow night. You know, we know the way the weather's been the last couple of days. So, you know, if you are travelling to the game, take it easy. You know, watch what you're doing in and around the stadium. Might be a little bit icy, a bit cold. Wrap up well, because it is going to be a cold one. But hopefully the lads on the pitch can warm us up with a few goals. So, like I said at the start of the video, there's been some news from the club about the away fans for next season. So they are looking at moving the away fans from the top of the North Stand back down to the lower bowl. We know the issues what we've had with the away fans this season. They've been, you know, throwing missiles and injuring people. It's only a matter of time before somebody gets seriously injured. So the club's come out today and said they're looking at that. I'm hoping they're not going to shift me, because my season tickets in the lower bowl of the North Stand. So I'm hoping, you know, I don't get moved. I think they might put them back in where the family enclosure is, you know, like where it was before. But we'll have to wait and see. They're also looking at putting netting up as well in between the home fans and the away fans. Or the option is for to have all the North Stand. So they're the things they're looking at, but I hope not. You know, I love my seat where I am. I don't really want to move. But if it's going to mean that our fans are going to be safe, then we might have no choice. But we'll just have to keep an eye out for some more developments from any club statements that come out. But that's the news that's come out with that they are looking at, well, they are going to move the away fans from the top of the North Stand back into the lower bowl. So that's going to happen. So hot news off the press, if you like. But so that's the end of the video. Watch out for the match review. It'll probably be out on Tuesday. I know I said I was going to do one for the Millwall game, but work commitments meant I couldn't get one done. But this time I will do one probably Tuesday morning after the game. Hopefully after getting 3 points. But like I say, if you are travelling to the game, watch what you're doing. Take it easy, stay safe, and we'll speak soon. Ta-ra.